Welcome to Rogue Trader. Please read the disclaimer and remember that prices can go down as well as up. And now for a look at Greencoat UK Wind PLC. And at last, I've been going through so many companies, and at last I found one that is actually a direct investment into wind power. So this is part of my Greta Gold series, and if you take a look in the top right hand corner, you'll see the initial video I did taking a look at renewable energy plays. Now this generated a shortlist, and I'm going through all these companies and doing this very briefly to then come up with a final shortlist that I'll be going into in more detail. So Greencoat UK Wind PLC are a equity fund which invest into various wind energy projects. And this is all they do. All they do is invest in wind energy in the UK. And you can see their whole portfolio here all around the country. So they have a 2.4 gigawatt portfolio, which is fairly significant. And they pay 5% dividends every year. This is their only purpose in life, is to pay dividends. They're highly geared with about 25% debt in terms of their gross asset value. But this is actually by design. They plan to aim for 40% gearing, and this is just how they roll. You know, they're like an asset fund. They would just raise lots of money by share capital raisers and then buy investments in wind farm projects. They then get back dividend from each of these wind farm projects, which are, I think, managed by other people, and then just plough that back as dividends to Greencoat shareholders, and also plough back into reinvestment in the business. They're currently 10% premium to net asset value. If you take a look here, you see that one thing that does come across as quite good about this stock is that whereas a lot of other renewable companies have gone up like a rocket in the last year, because the way that these are structured, where they do new share issues, or the other way, they might buy back shares to try and keep net asset value as close to 100% as possible. Because of that, they're actually not really particularly overpriced compared with a lot of the other renewable stocks. So that is certainly a plus for these. Okay, so I looked at the numbers, and they get a serious amount of money each year from the electricity that's been sold from the different wind farms. However, unfortunately, it's all over the place here on their income statement. And when I looked into it, that's because they were readjusting the valuation of some of their investments. So in 2018, they reevaluated up quite considerably, but then in 2019, they reevaluated down a little bit. So this makes it difficult to track how they're doing in terms of their reoccurring income from all the wind farms. It does highlight that a long-term risk of Greencoat UK Wind PLC could be, what if they've got their valuations of these wind turbines seriously wrong? You know, what if all the sales start falling off in 10 years' time, or get just completely blown up in the storms and stuff like this? That could then see, particularly when you look at how highly geared they are, you know, that could make this thing unravel quite badly. But still, their assets have increased considerably, and every year they are raising a lot of money and they're ploughing it back into the business. In terms of valuation, their assets are high, even though the share price has remained constant. And this is because they are able to continually raise new share capital in oversubscribed situations. They're getting a lot of money in that they can then reinvest into their asset base. So really, they're just doing well in terms of their asset growth. And they're obviously flavour of the month at the moment, with the current intense interest in renewable energy. So overall, these are definitely going into my final shortlist. They offer a way of directly investing into UK wind power, and currently priced at a 10% premium to net asset value. They look a lot better value than most of the other renewable stocks out there.